Hey YouTube, that guy Nerdy G back here with another video about cameras, tech, accessories, and all that good stuff. Let's go. Today I have an update about the Viltrox 23mm autofocus lens that I recently did a review for. Didn't have video. Well, I had some video on there, but that was with my steady hand, not so shaking of a hand. So one of the things I left out of the review is that when I first bought the lens, I knew that there was a firmware update. So at the beginning, what I did is connected it, got the firmware update. And here is basically what the firmware update said. And I'll put it up here on the screen so that you can read along as I read out loud. Ha, ha, ha. Fixed. And this is for the firmware update was for the 23mm, the 33mm, and the 56mm autofocus Viltrox lens. The first thing says, fixed the issue of occasional splash screens on some camera models. Not exactly sure what that is. I haven't experienced any splashes on mine, so doesn't apply to me. But it wouldn't apply to me because I did the update. Also, number 2, updated the drive to improve stability. Now, this is where things get a little hazy for me. I just took the shakes in the first video that I did with it just because I was holding it handheld. So I'm going to show you a scene right now where I'm recording a father and his son on the Sony a6000 that is on a tripod. Okay. At first, I had the settings set at continuous autofocus. When I went to go check and look, I saw this jumping thing going out. And it was focused on the subjects, which as you can see, the subjects are typically stationary. They're sitting down. And then you see the background like it's jumping out. And then as a closer look, it's like it's just trying to go. So what I do is I switch it. I stop and I switch it to just automatic autofocus. And as you can see, I get the exact same thing. Now, I did hear the mechanical workings when I do put it in video mode and hit the record button. I do hear them like clicking and making noise or whatnot. And at first I didn't think anything about it. I'm just like, well, it's autofocus lens. None of my other lenses that are autofocus, when I put them in record mode, I don't hear any of that. And the only other autofocus lens that I do have are Sony native lens, which are the 55mm to 210, the kit lens, and then the 18 to 135 lens, which I was actually using that lens on the Sony a6400 lens. So I didn't lose this scene completely, but I had that on a tripod as well. So what the heck, Viltrox? I mean, I'm going to be sending you an email. Just want to let you know. Now, I do love the photos that come from the Viltrox because they are so smooth. They're so sharp. I love that piece. I have no issue with the photos that come out of the 23mm Viltrox lens. It's just what you see on the screen right now. These jumps, this focus, this continuous. I don't know if it was a continuous, and maybe I should have switched it to manual. But if I switched it to manual with them being animated, I kind of figured that it would do just this. It would still do the same thing because the subjects are animated. Well, at least the father in this piece is animated. And so with him kind of leaning back and kind of leaning forward, it would take him in and out of focus. But with the background of the trees, the leaves and whatnot, that whole autofocus deal right there, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I did have it stop down to like 2.8. So I wasn't trying to go for the 1.4 super creamy background, but no, I went down to like 2.8. I went down to 2.8, and this is what I got. So that's that. I don't know what to say, but Viltrox, just know that you're getting an email from me and I need some answers, a new firmware update or something, help me out here. I like this lens. I want to continue to use this lens out in the field. So yeah, Viltrox, be on the lookout for that. And just to throw this in there, if I was doing some type of dream creepy horror movie, this would be like an awesome effect, like straight out of the camera, because like you can just imagine what you can do with that. But it's dope. But it's not for everyday shooting, and I have a lot of scenes that I need to shoot, and I don't want to dish out a lot of more money for the Sony 16 to 55 millimeter. That is, over $1,300. That's 2.8. It's a beautiful piece of work. So yeah, I like this Viltrox. Be on the lookout for my email. Until next time, guys, I'm that guy, Nerdy G. Subscribe to the page, like, share. I'll be back with more tech, accessories, camera stuff, and all of that good stuff. I'm out.